Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title, this video is about coming home during the pandemic. I try to record as much as I can. So let's start from here. I was going to get my COVID test done 72 hours before departing from Poland, and I was going in to check my appointment before I get the swab done, and it was pretty hectic because a lot of people are also flying back during the summer. So then I realized that they have a specific booth for the swab test, and I went in to get it done. And then we had to fill up some documents. There's tons and tons of documents that you have to fill up because they don't want the test to get mixed up. They don't want the test to get a false positive or a wrong result. So we have to fill up a lot of forms, pay for it in advance, and just prepare yourselves to get the test done. So finally getting the test done, I was really nervous. It's different here in Poland. They use the same swab for the mouth, for the throat, and for the nose. It was not uncomfortable because it was not too deep. It was not poked so deep, so it was okay. So guys, fast forward to a few days later, we're very excited because we were finally flying. The day has come. We usually take a train to the airport, but due to some issues, too many transfers, we decided to carpool. And then on the day we realized that 3 of us were carpooling and all our luggages was just too much to fit in the car. So the person who was driving us to the airport helped us fit everything in and managed to squeeze everything in. It was really stressful because we were really hoping that everything would fit in. And then our journey started to Warsaw. It was about an hour and a half journey to Warsaw. We were very excited because we were just chatting and eating in the car, and as you can see, the car was filled to the brim with the luggages, so everything was just side by side and you don't have a lot of movement. We were very glad about it, that we reached on time. And then we finally, after an hour and a half, we reached Warsaw and was about to waiting to check in. So guys, after waiting for so many hours, the KLM counter finally opened. We were really stressful about what are the documents they're gonna ask, from the PCR test, from checking the My Sejahtera app. They do everything in that counter. So finally it was open, so we were getting to it. I was so glad. Finally I got my boarding pass and I checked in my luggage, and then everything was fine and proceeding to the immigration check. So we were proceeding to the immigration check, and it was really fun because there was not a lot of people, so it was just us taking our time, checking in and doing everything as that were needed, and there was no rush or anything like that. So it was really nice. So with a lot of relief, bags checked in, boarding pass with us, seat confirmed, everything. We were looking around duty free, seeing whether we were really tempted, should we spend some money, get some stuff for like family. And we were just checking out some chocolates, some liquors, and we always check as we go in every duty free when we see, just to look out at things. Then we decided to get McDonald's, and as you can see, I was editing my video. So if you haven't checked out my birthday vlog, I posted not long ago, check that out. And then we realized, guys, they were doing the final call for our plane, so we were rushing. It was a prank. They displayed on the TV that they were doing the final call for us to board. So we were like packing, my laptop was out, I was just rushing out, and then I just happened to realize that there was nothing. We were almost waiting for an hour or less outside before boarding the plane. So I was just downloading all the series that I need to download to watch on the plane, hydrating, finishing up the editing, posting it also. So finally it was time to board. Usually, so this plane we were going from Poland, Warsaw to Amsterdam. So usually the plane is quite full because there's many of us usually boarding from here to Amsterdam, because Amsterdam is the port, right, for all the transits usually. So we were really worried that our seats, everything we'll always have a passenger, because me and my friend, we were not having side by side. It's always nostalgic, it's like it's always new, like every time, even though all these years we are flying, it's just always new. And we were so happy because we finally realized that we were having an empty seat beside us and we could see each other. They also provided antibacterial towel upon boarding, and it's a small plane, like I said. It's just a 2-hour flight almost to Amsterdam. So we were just settling ourselves in and then checking out and then finally getting ready to take off. So finally, after takeoff, we have our first small light meal. As you can see, I went and switched my seating place with my friend. So we were just eating, having some sandwich, and I was having coffee, I think, coffee or tea. We're just, enjoying our meal, chatting away, and also planning what we're going to watch for the rest of the flight. So we finally landed after 2 hours, and it was slightly different here because we had to take a bus to the main airport, like the main airport where we have to go through immigration check, security check. So it was about, 20 minutes ride to the main port. So we were on the bus getting there, and then we got in the airport and we were just looking around. It was nice to see a lot of people there because due to the pandemic, there was only like countable people last time. So we were very glad. We're looking around, buying some duty-free stuff, just checking some stuff out. So we ended up getting Stroop waffles. We got like 3 boxes each because it was on sale, and then we spent most of our time there. It was only 2-hour transit, so we were looking at lots of liquors because we always contemplate on getting them for families. So we were just looking around and just checking them out. So finally, it was time for us to get all the checks done to get in our next flight. It's a long hour flight. It was a 15-hour flight with a short stop in Singapore. So we were filling up all the health declaration. Due to this pandemic, as I said earlier, there were so many things that we had to look and check, and we were submitting our PCR test and all the vaccination card, checking all this out and making sure there's no issues upon boarding the next flight. We finally got in the plane and we're really excited. There was like 20 of us in that huge plane, right? So we took out all our snacks. There was nobody beside us, so we were arranging our seats. We got some instant noodles, got some snacks with us, some chocolates, and we were just really glad because, as you can see, it was an empty plane, so we were having a lot of space to sleep and just enjoy. So guys, this is where the hectic began. We landed in Malaysia. The problem was I couldn't record anything during my swab test, during the immigration check, the hotel payment, all that stuff, because they were very strict with phone policies. So finally we settled all that, came out, collected our bags that were already arranged for us, and we were waiting to proceed to the hotel. We had no idea which hotel that we were going to properly, so we were all still clueless and waiting for the bus to come so that we can get on the bus and just proceed. reached the hotel and we were sitting in the bus for so long while the people prior to us were finishing their check-in. So we were waiting outside and everything was really carefully done because the pandemic in Malaysia is actually very bad right now. Then we got off the bus, we had to queue up. So they do the passport checking, the identity card checking, and then they give you your room key and settle you off to give you a dinner, and then they send you off to your room. Actually, you have to walk there by yourself, but yeah. Finally, after a day of traveling, I arrived in the room. It was really nice room. It was very spacious. I had 2 single beds. I kept my bag, unpacked whatever that I needed to, sorted out everything. Got my book also always wherever I go because it just helps me hopefully it will help me kill 14 days. And also they provided everything with the toilet necessities, conditioner and lotion. As you can see, fork and spoons. Everything was given before I even got into the room, and 48 bottles of water for 2 weeks, and you can even ask more or something, but I think in my hotel you have to buy if you want more. There was also a lot of snacks that I brought, to help me fill my tummy for 2 weeks, and I was really happy because I had a really spacious toilet. So I organized everything and I was just about to turn off for the day. Hey guys, so I'm currently going to sleep. It's going to be 12 midnight here. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. First of all, recording the whole thing was a big experience because I never thought that I could, especially when I was in Amsterdam, when I was in Singapore, and when I came back here to do the swab test and everything. It was really it was really difficult because there's some areas it was restricted, some areas we could do it. Yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed. I did my best in recording and telling you guys what happened and showing you guys the whole process of coming back. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.